You ever feel like your life is kind of on autopilot? Like some invisible force is pulling all the strings. Well, what if I told you that you could actually see those strings? And what if you could grab the controls yourself? We're about to dive into the levers that give you immediate control over your own. All right, so first things first, we need to shatter a huge illusion. Most of us have bought into the idea that our circumstances, our job, our past, where we live, that's what shapes our destiny. But it turns out that might just be the biggest lie we've ever told ourselves. And this quote, man, it just nails it. The actual events that happen in your life, they're neutral. They're just data. They don't have any built-in meaning. The only meaning they have is the one we give them. It's our interpretation of what happens, not the thing itself, that really makes us who we are. Okay, get this. It's a true story and it's intense. 2 American POWs in Vietnam. They went through the exact same horrific torture, the same isolation. One of them decided that this event meant his life was over. To escape the pain, he took his own life. The other, Captain Gerald Coffey, decided it meant that the human spirit couldn't be broken. He used that belief not only to survive, but to come back and inspire thousands. Same event, totally different meanings, which led to totally different lives. So that just leaves you wondering, right? If it's not the event, what is it? If 2 people can go through the exact same thing and come out on opposite ends of the spectrum, what's the real force that's actually in charge? What's the secret operating system running in the background? So what is that secret force? Well, we're about to pull back the curtain on 2 incredibly simple, primal forces that drive every single thing you think, feel, and do. And it's way simpler than you might think. And I mean everything. From why you chose to get out of bed this morning to why you procrastinate on your taxes. Every single action boils down to this one, 2-sided drive. This is it, the twin engine of humanity. Every decision you've ever made is your brain subconsciously trying to do one of 2 things. Move away from something it thinks will cause pain, or move towards something it thinks will bring pleasure. This isn't just some feel-good psychology. It's like fundamental physics of how your mind works. Okay, but here's the real kicker. This is the part that changes everything. What your brain links to pain and what it links to pleasure, it's not hardwired. It's not set in stone. These connections, these neuroassociations, are just patterns that you learned. And the cool part? Anything that was learned can be unlearned, or even better, consciously reprogrammed. I mean, just look at the humble raisin. Yeah, raisins. Back in the day, sales were in the toilet. Why? Because people associated raisins with pain, the pain of boredom. So what did the marketers do? They made those little claymation California raisins singing and dancing. Suddenly, our brains didn't link raisins to boredom anymore. We linked them to pleasure, to fun, music, and humor. The result? Sales skyrocketed. And get this, they didn't change the raisin one bit. They just changed what it meant inside our heads. So think about that. If a bunch of advertisers can rewire our brains about a dried up grape, just imagine what we can do for the things that actually matter in our own lives, right? So the real question is, where's the control panel? How do we start pulling these levers ourselves? And this is where it gets super practical. We're not talking about some complicated theory here. We're talking about 3 simple, almost deceptively simple levers you can pull right now to take back control of what you link pain and pleasure to. These are your tools, the questions you ask yourself, the words you choose to use, and the metaphors you live by. Seriously, get a handle on these 3 things and you get a handle on your life. Let's dig in. Lever number 1, the questions you ask. Think of a question as a laser for your brain's focus. Ask a garbage question like, why does this always happen to me? And guess what? Your brain, like a loyal puppy, will go find all the evidence to prove you're right. But just change the question. Ask, okay, what can I learn from this? Instantly, your brain has a new mission. It starts searching for a lesson, a solution, a way forward. Okay, lever number 2, your words. This one is so powerful because the word you slap on an experience doesn't just describe it, it creates it. If you say, I'm furious, you're literally sending a command to your body to produce the biochemistry of rage. But what if you just downshifted the language? What if you said, I'm a little annoyed? You've literally just turned down the emotional volume. You change the label, you change the feeling. It's that direct. And the third lever, which is a big one, your metaphors. A metaphor isn't just some poetic phrase. It's a whole belief system packed into a couple of words. I mean, if your metaphor is life is a battle, what does your world look like? It's full of enemies, constant struggle, survival. It's exhausting. But what if you chose a new one? What if life is a game? Well, in a game, you have fun, you strategize, you learn, and if you mess up, you just get to play again. The metaphor you choose literally creates the world you live in. So let's put this all together now. Because these 3 things, Your questions, your words, and your metaphors, they aren't just neat little mind hacks. They are the actual building blocks you use to construct your reality, moment by moment. And when we let these internal levers run on autopilot, this is what happens. A bad question or a limiting metaphor can turn you into your own personal speed bump, creating real-world roadblocks that are made of nothing more than your own beliefs. The big insight here is that these levers all work together. They form your personal master system for deciding what things mean. Think how fast it happens. A disempowering question pops up. Why me? You grab a high-intensity word. I'm devastated. Then you wrap it all in a terrible metaphor. My life is a train wreck. Boom. In less than 3 seconds, that system has built a reality of suffering. But now you know the components. You can jump in at any point and break the chain. So, look, it really all boils down to this. That feeling of being on autopilot, it's not in your head. It's a real system running on old default programming. But the truth is, you're already in control. You're directing your focus every single moment with your questions, your words, and your metaphors. So the only question left, the only one that really matters, is this one. Are you going to direct it consciously, by design, or are you just going to let it keep running on default? The power has been in your hands the entire time. Now you know where the controls are.